I'm here at Armchair Dragoons at Origins 2025 with Hermann Luttmann.
Hello.
He's actually going to be setting up Scenario 3 and teaching me how to do it for the Rock of Chickamauga. Rock of Chickamauga just got into Quartermaster this week, so we should be fulfilling any day now. So really excited. Thanks for being here, Herm.
Thanks for having me. It's actually Scenario 1, by the way.
Oh, we're doing Scenario 1. I'm
right.
sorry. I thought we were originally doing Scenario 3. So.
That's all right.
So what is Scenario 1 about?
So Scenario 1 is called Get There Firstest with the Mostest, to quote Forrest, who was at this battle. So this is the first scenario of the game. It's the initial Confederate advance into the entire valley area here, approaching Chickamauga Creek. And the Union cavalry has been ordered to delay their advance. And that's what we have here. We have Wilder's cavalry over here with their repeating rifles. And we have Minty's cavalry over here. And they're going to try to do their best to stop the Confederates from crossing Chickamauga Creek.
Perfect, sounds good. So you've already punched out all the counters.
We have.
Awesome, which is listed in the scenario book. Are we doing reinforcements now or
No.
later? All right, so
Yes.
just starting counters. What's next that we need to do?
All right, so just so everybody knows, you know how to do a scenario here in this system. A little introductory to tell you what the scenario is about. The setup for each side. We've done that already, obviously. And then there'll be a schedule of reinforcements here telling you who and where these people come in. There's also you'll see border strips here. This is the area, gameplay area for this scenario. So we're restricted to this area. And then what we do is, so we're going right down the scenario list here. Next is the scenario cards. So what cards are we going to use for this scenario? It'll tell you exactly what to do. So, first thing, the starting card draw pile is constructed. And we're going to add a Fog of War card, which I didn't grab. It's somewhere. We'll start with a Fog of War card. We have the Union CIC, Rosecrans. That's his card here.
There's a Fog of War.
There you go. There's the Fog of War card.
We have a friction? Or?
Nope, no friction. We have the Union Corps commander, who's Mitchell, who's the Cavalry Corps commander. That's this gentleman here. That goes into the pile. Now we have event cards. So, in this scenario, you're going to withdraw some event cards out of the deck of possibilities because this scenario occurs on the first day, so some of these cards don't apply on the first day. So you have to remove the 2 low ammo cards and the 2 Rock of Chickamauga cards, which pertain to George Thomas. He's not here yet. So these come out of the pile. The rest of the cards, the rest of the Union event cards get shuffled up, and we're going to be distributing those later. Save for the Confederates lose their 2 low ammo cards. They lose their Garfield is Distracted card and their Army of Northern Virginia Veterans cards because they're not here. So they come out, and the rest of the scenario cards go into the pile to be shuffled up. So what the scenario tells you is that the Union's going to get 3 event cards, 2 of which are key event cards, 1 is random. So what the Union player will do is he or she will go through the event cards, pick 2 that they want to have in this scenario, shuffle up the rest, draw 1 randomly, and add it to the pile. All right, so we're going to be adding 3 Union cards, so let's just say that. For the Confederate player, by the way, there's no Confederate commander-in-chief in this scenario. Nobody's on site yet. We have 2 corps commanders. We've got Hood, who's in command of this infantry here, and Walker commanding this infantry over here. They go into the pile. When these cards get drawn, they activate those particular corps. And did I do Mitchell? I did Mitchell. Okay. And Confederates also get 3 event cards. They only get 1 key event card, though, so they can only pick 1 out of this pile. The other 2 are random, shuffle it up, draw 2, throw them in there.
Awesome. So we'll just put 3 in for now?
Yeah, we'll put 3 in for now.
Right.
So what happens then, this entire pile gets shuffled up, put between the 2 players, and this will control the action for the entire scenario.
And you refer to it as the command deck, correct? in the rules? Is
Uh,
that what you call it?
the draw pile.
Oh, the draw pile. Okay.
But that's okay. We also have to set up our starting command displays. So for the Union, Crook is the corps commander. So we will be using his table here. I actually did this backwards. No, for God's sake.
Dropped a table or something.
There's the sound of cannon fire. I am marching to the sound of the guns. So Crook's card's going to go on. I got to do this the other way. Mitchell's the cavalry commander. Crook is the division commander. He's going to go into division priority number 1. Most of the scenarios have multiple divisions, so you're going to be listing your priority for each of these divisions by putting their cards in the appropriate slots. So which division do you think is important? It's going to go in 1, etc. For the Confederates, we have actually 2. We have Walker, who's in the pile. He gets Liddell's division. That's going to go there. Whoops. And we also have Hood. Mm-hmm. And Johnson's going to go with Hood. He gets put like that. Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
So if you wanted to share about who activates who, because I know personally I got a little confused about that, even though I know I'm not a Civil War buff, but.
So here from our draw deck, for example, if you would draw Mitchell, he's the corps commander, so you're going to go to your command display.
Okay.
You're going to look for Mitchell's cavalry corps, this gentleman right here. He could have up to 2 divisions here, but in this scenario, there's only 1.
Right.
So you've got this Crook is in this slot. So you will roll, well, actually, technically, you will roll first on Mitchell's card to determine how many divisions he can activate. There's only 1. Here, you would roll on Crook's card, and it will tell you how many of Crook's men can activate. So that's this group over here, and it will tell you exactly how many of these guys can do their thing. There is no card for Wilder's units, which are over here, because they activate by Rosecrans.
Okay.
So they were directly in command of the Commander-in-Chief, Rosecrans. So when you draw Rosecrans's card, you can activate Wilder.
It will be soon. It just got to the States this week. Yeah. Awesome, thanks. So, and that's all spelled out in the scenario book as well. So.
It is, but it can be a little confusing, as you said, and just wanted to point that out real quick.
Yeah, thank you.
So, every scenario has a series of scenario rules that only apply to this scenario. It'll tell you about the field of play, how long you have to play, if there's any special activation considerations because of the situation. In this particular scenario, we have rules for bridges and damaging bridges, destroying bridges, because that was very important in delaying the Confederate advance. Then every scenario at the bottom has general casualties. So every general in this game can become a casualty, and it will have a list of those generals and the die roll required to have them become a casualty. And then finally, at the very end, we have victory conditions. Every scenario has their particular victory conditions. In this case, it would be the seizure of the bridges and a couple of small towns. And in every scenario, also casualties factor in as victory points. So you're trying to win by victory points, basically. Sure. Yep. And that is the setup.
Awesome. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for showing us how to set up scenario 1. I hope this gets the game to your table faster and get you playing. See you guys next time.